Hey, Ramelia. Just wanted to check in before work. What did I just watch last night? The Rams came out lackadaisical. The offensive line forgot how to block and help out on stunts as the Titans defensive line were um, trolling around each other and getting in there. They look like our defensive line getting in there and raising havoc. Matt Stafford had his worst day as a Ram. Threw a pick six, which happens. That's the NFL. But the whirling dervish 180 safety should have just took the safety, doing his best Carson Wentz impression, just throwing the ball to nowhere, and they intercepted it. We gave him up 14 points right there. That stuff, Carson Stafford knows better, but it happens. Whenever you get pressure on a quarterback, he should have just took the 2 points, the sack, and live for another day. That's a thing that he just needs to remember is with this Rams team and this Rams defense. We don't need to have a play on every down. You don't have to make a play on every down. Just live to play another down. Our defense will get it back for us. Just take the safety and we punt it away if we can't do anything. Don't give them free points though. Even the greatest of teams, you cannot give them uh, free points. Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, it's live. I just wanted to pop in here. I didn't have a chance to record a video. But yeah, that was a horrible showing by our guys. We couldn't get the offense rolling. We finally made adjustments at halftime, and we we made some adjustments at halftime, but we couldn't get in the end zone. We kind of got a hosed on a call that could have went our way because we're at home. It was hard to tell if Higbee had caught that touchdown at the back of the end zone. That would have helped. But no excuses. The Titans are nothing to be messed around with. They're a good team. They beat great teams. And we were the next one. And we came out. We were a 6.5 point favorites, and we didn't show it. This is the worst game that we've played. We tried to make a game of it at the end, but we just couldn't get in the end zone. You're not going to beat good teams by kicking field goals, and that's just the way it happens. But now it's going to be 49ers week. The hated 49ers. They've had our number for 4 straight games, and we need to change that. One thing I saw my life flash before me when Stafford went down with an injury with his ankle. I was like, "What? No!" Just to add a cherry on top of the bad loss, but he seems to be okay. Uh, that's the good news. He's going to be a little banged up. Probably get some treatment and rest for the next couple days. And sorry about that. And we'll see what we can do against the 49ers. We cannot come out lackadaisical. We need to come out and that's what this team needs to learn. We need to know that people are coming after us, and we need to get after them. Our offensive line needs to play better. Better to get it out of the way now. We're at 7-2. I really expected us to be at 8-1. But that's fine. At the beginning of the year, even with Stafford, I thought we would be around 6-3 maybe, 7-2 maybe. At this point, we got to put up to the 49er game, and then that's Shanahan knows us. He knows how to get Ayuk and the guys uh, yards after the catch, yak yards, and we need to make tackles as soon as they catch it, tackle them down. We need to get after the quarterback. They're going to try and run the game, run the ball, and we just need to do what we need to do. As long as we come on and play our game, this shouldn't be an issue beating the 49ers. They're banged up. They've got pressure on them because they're looking at another losing season. Everything is riding on the next few games for them as far as the season's concerned. And we have the bye right after this game, and then we have the Packers next. The diva Rodgers will be back probably. He had to sit out because he lied about COVID. But yeah, I just wanted to come in here and just talk about the game a little bit. We should have won this game, but my hats off to the Titans. Their defensive line was very disruptive. They were batting balls. It was a good game for them, and not until we started making adjustments, we were able to move the ball consistently down the field. We just couldn't get in the red zone. We could have used Deshaun Jackson in there, just as a decoy or maybe get some easy balls deep. But these teams like the Titans, teams with good defensive lines, uh, they're doing what they're doing to Kansas City right now. They're not letting you get the long play, the deep play. They're making you keep it in front of them and getting after you. And so you got to be a little bit more creative with your plays. And we probably should have ran the ball more. This is where we can use the bell cow monster, Cam Akers. Henderson's did a hell of a job. Sony Michel's an adequate backup and a change of pace, but Cam Akers can drag people and he can make moves and go to the house. Henderson's a little on the lighter side. They grab him by the ankle and he tends to fall down, but he's very good running back. But we should maybe ran the ball more, but you cannot give up 14 points on two straight possessions and expect to and then not get in the end zone and expect to make it a game. We were in it for a while, and then they finally scored again, and the refs weren't doing us any favors. Not blaming the refs, no excuses, but it seems that the Titans' offensive line was playing flawless in the early going, and there was no holding on on Donald and Floyd. Even though I saw a few plays where they got down the field, and I'm like, "Where's the holding penalty?" We always do that because we want our team to do good, but with this defensive line, there's no holding on any of those plays. We should have got some of those calls. They were calling on us at the drop of a hat. So I just call it fairly. I really hope that the officiating crew does not uh, you know officiate any of our playoff games. But the refs aren't the issue. We normally overcome things, but yeah, they took a touchdown away from us. And that would have helped if we would have got it. But we put ourselves in this situation. Matt Stafford, he's the leader. He's just like McVay. That's the difference between a McVay and say a Shanahan as far as head coaches. McVay will put lay on the sword, so to speak. He'll take the sword and say, I should have got guys in better places. It's my responsibility. And Shanahan will say, we need to execute, and it's not his fault. In other words, but it's up to the players. I think we should have made adjustments faster. I think we should have came out hurry up offense after the first couple of debacles as far as the pick six and the safety. You got to take a safety on that play and get them off balance. Don't let them sub in. Get their big defensive linemen tired and get us a quick touchdown and get back into it. And then mix it up. Roll them to the left and to the right like we did. Get them out of harm's way. Maybe do some crossing patterns more. We use Tyler Higbee over the middle more. Earlier. This is where we can use a Jacob Harris with his freak skills and speed. But it's early. We're where we need to be. This hurts as far as catching the Cardinals. The 49ers didn't do us any favors. Getting blown out by the Cardinals with Colt McCoy beating them. That would have been lovely to get them to get this win, and the 49ers help us out on the other side. And because home field advantages, it's not imperative, but it's a good thing to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, so we don't have to go to Green Bay, where it's cold and the elements, or it's good to get home field advantage. We're still in the running, but boy, we should have had this game. Yeah, the Titans attacked our O line. Hats off to them because they beat some good teams. They beat the Bucks, I believe. Kansas City. They got after us. We just took them. It seemed like Rodney Harrison even said, he looked at the teams and the Titans had heard all week how they didn't have any chance without Henry, and and they were 6.5 point underdogs. They seemed fired up at the beginning of the game, and Rodney Harrison looked at our team and he said that he kind of got the feeling that we weren't ready or prepared, and that's how we played. We played this game like we're coming off of our Super Bowl and trying to um, get back-to-back Super Bowls. Like, it seems that we were reading our own clippings that we were going to beat this team easy, and we came out and laid an egg. We came out lackadaisical, no fire. The offensive line basically let them in there. They were just doing basic stunts. They were just coming around each other, just like we do. That's something that offensive line knows that teams do, and they were getting in there very easy. There were some plays where it was disrupted by their best linemen, and nobody put a hat on them. Nobody blocked them. Nobody chipped them. So this is a good learning experience for our guys. I hate that we lost. We're going to put this on film and come out. 49ers have a good line too, so we better not have any of this again. Um, and yeah, their front four is scary. They remind me of us. We don't have Joseph Day right now. Um, he's got that pec injury. I thought he was going to play this game. I didn't realize to the extent of his injury. But Joseph Day was playing a hell of a season up to now. With Joseph Day and Ashawn Robinson, Donald, of course, he takes up a couple. Now we have Vaughn. I was looking forward to everybody being together and for these next few games, the 49ers and Packers and all the way through. So we'll get Joseph Day back. We have some good uh, uh, fill-ins and but this is what happens in the NFL. The NFL, if you have a good defensive line and you're well coached, you have a chance to win, and that's what happened. McVay kind of took it on the chin. He took a little while. He took too long to make adjustments, and then we couldn't get in the end zone. Um, we couldn't get open. Cooper Kupp was being blanketed. Robert Woods um, made some catches, but they just made it tough for us. It was just a tough game. It was one of those games where you say, "We took it on the chin. Let's take the L and let's get out of here and let's get the next game and on to the next one." But we're right where we need to be. I'm gonna do a video about the 49ers game. I'm gonna still post the video I have from Detroit. It's been a busy couple of weeks, and I still have the footage of that from the tailgating and the Rams mariachis and everything else. And I'm looking forward to this game, man. I'm so hyped up. I'm gonna put this game behind me, and this is if anything, if there's any silver lining in this, it's that we came out of this game on the injury front okay. It's a learning experience. We're going to have this bad taste in our mouth, and hopefully by Monday night we'll unleash it on the 49ers. Yeah, McVay, it wasn't his best. It wasn't McVay's best showing as far as making adjustments. But on the other hand, too, we really need to execute. Stafford is the man. He's proven the naysayers wrong. He's with a good team now, but he needs to remember that you do not have to make a play on every down anymore. You're not in Detroit. There's no reason to do a whirling dervish 180 pirouette trying to avoid a safety and just throw it up for grabs. Don't do that. That's something for the quarterbacks like a Carson Wentz, things like that. He did a good impression of Carson Wentz on that one, but take the safety, get the ball down, and we'll live to be another day. That's 7 points we basically gave them because they were right there after that interception. We don't need for him to do that, and he knows that. He would the faces that he was making on the sidelines after the pick six happens, and that was a hell of a play. Of course he wants that back, but that particular one on the safety, he's shaking his head because he knows better. He knows that he shouldn't do that. So that it happens. Tom Brady throws pick sixes. Tom Brady does dumb plays. It is what it is, especially against us. The last couple of games, he's thrown some bad picks against us. But yeah, 3 of the top 4 NFC teams all lost to AFC teams. This is, I don't know if it was in the water. The Bills lost. I really love their quarterback, Josh Allen. wow, if you would have told me that the Bills were gonna lose and that it was gonna be that score, I would have looked at you like, "Are you crazy?" Because somewhere you're thinking just like Stafford, you're like, "Oh, he's gonna make a play somewhere," but hats off to him. Hats off to those teams. The Cowboys lost. It's always fun seeing the Cowboys lose. Um, but Dak had a bad game. The team had a bad game, just like us. I couldn't enjoy it because uh, my team lost. I was talking smack to my friends. We go back and forth, and it's all in good fun. But yeah, I'm like, oh man, we lost too. What can I say? But it happens. We only have two losses on the season. Looking forward to the 49er game. We need to make it. I want us to come out on all cylinders firing. We need to win this game. We need to get off of the snide of 0-4 versus the 49ers. We need to get after them. And I really hope, not that we just win, that we blow them out. The Cardinals were able to blow them out with Colt McCoy. We have Matthew Stafford and the boys, and we have a bad taste in our mouth with this loss. And I want to get after them. I want to beat them and beat them bad. That's what we need to do. And the 49ers have a good defensive line. They're really hurting on the secondary. Even before Ward and Barrett went out, their secondary could be had if you got them, you threw it deep and you got after them. And again, these are games that I would love to have a Tutu Atwell playing the way he's supposed to. He's injured right now, and didn't seem like he wanted to get in there, or a Deshaun Jackson in there just to raise havoc, just to have the defense look at you and say, boy, who's going to get the ball to put the fear of God in them. And that's what I want. And this team, once they get rolling, and Stafford hasn't even played his greatest game yet, where we play a full game. He's still getting acclimated to everybody, and we're still winning. So yeah, the Titans were mad because they were hearing all week that they have no way they're going to win. Nobody was putting respect on them, myself included. I'm a Rams fan. But I looked at the teams. I'm like, they don't have Henry. Um, our offense, I don't think they're going to be able to hold us too long, and then we're going to, it's going to be a one-dimensional game, and they're not going to be able to run the ball with Adrian Peterson, and we should be able to win this game, at least by 10, 10, 13, 14 points. And it turned out the other way. They got after us. We got a couple of turnovers, and we were behind the eight ball, and we were one-dimensional. We had to get the ball down the field, and we couldn't get in the end zone. It was a recipe for disaster. But we've got to get this game behind us and go on to the 49er week. I'm going to post a video about that upcoming game. I always look forward to the 49er games, and we're going to Santa Clara, and we got to get this win. So anyway, thank you guys for coming in. Havoc 6927, good to see you, brother. Glad you come in. I wanted to post this video because it takes a little while to process the videos, and I just wanted to come in and talk about the game. I might start doing this more often. So if you can, hit the subscribe and the bell to alert you, and the like buttons too for the videos. I'm going to be coming on this more often because it takes a little while to process things, and when I'm trying to do things in a hurry, I can get out and talk about it and talk with you guys in the chat. But thank you guys for coming in. Check out my other videos. I'm going to be posting more soon. But yeah, we took it on the chin. There's no excuses. A loss is the loss. The Titans are a team to be respected. There's no excuse. We should have came out and executed a lot better. It's not McVay's fault. He could have made adjustments sooner, but our guys just didn't play good. The guys that I want to give a game ball to in this loss is Donald and Floyd and Ramsey. Played good. And that's about it. Um, uh, you know, yeah, let's just get rid of this game out, but get this bad taste out of our mouth. It's gonna sting our guys for a while. So hopefully we'll come out and we'll beat the 49ers. But thanks again for coming in, guys. I'm gonna post a video soon, and maybe I'll do more of these here because I like to be able to interact with you guys, and I don't have to worry about waiting for the videos to process and then send them out. I'll do more of this as well. So thanks a lot, guys. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Check out my other videos. Hit the alert so you can see the videos come out. I'll be posting more stuff. I'm gonna see if I go out to uh, watch the game at a sports bar or something. Maybe I'll post a short video in there with all the Remelia and game reactions and stuff like that. So we'll see how that works out if I'm able to do that. But anyway, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. And as always, may the Remelia be with you. And Ramulators, mount up.